Hi, my name is John Gotobed from Final Boss Fight. I'm here at the MCM October Expo, and I'm with...
My name is Steve, and I am the Events and Exhibitions Manager for Konami.
And we're going to talk a bit about Metal Gear Solid Rising. So, can you tell us a bit about the game? What are you showing off this weekend?
The first thing I can tell you is it's not called Metal Gear Solid Rising.
No, it's not.
It's called Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. It's the demo of the game that we're showing now is about a 20-minute demo. It was first shown at the Tokyo Game Show back in September. Subsequently, it's been to Eurogamer, to the Play Expo in Manchester, and now for the third time here. So, bearing in mind the game's not out till February 22nd next year, this is still quite an early chance that we've given Metal Gear fans to see the game. And because this is such a departure from your normal Metal Gear game, it's important for us to get the game in front of people who are Metal Gear fans, who are Platinum fans, or who are just fans of this type of genre in particular, and show them that the merging of Kojima Productions and Platinum games actually works incredibly well. And so far, well, I mean, you can only have a look at the queue around the corner. You know, we've got over an hour wait now. We've had that all day, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say so far the guys really like it. It's been incredibly successful for us.
And great. So the biggest difference is it's not so much a stealth game anymore. You've got a big sword and you're chopping things up.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about how people are reacting to that?
I think it's quite interesting when you actually watch people. They get the game for the first time. The tutorial guides you through the most important new aspect of the game, which is the blade mode. Now that is where the camera zooms in just behind Raiden. You have complete control over the sword. So using the right stick, you can sort of shuffle the sword around. You can choose the exact angle where you want to cut, and as a result of that, what we're finding is people then go into the actual game and all they do is run around and chop and chop and chop, and you know, it's full on action for sort of 15 minutes. They come away just stupid grins on their faces going, this is amazing, this is awesome. But what you actually find is when they come in, if people are coming back 2 or 3 times to play, and then they're realizing that actually there is a small amount of stealth in this. You know, there's a couple of sections in the game where you can kill every character. There's sort of 6 or 7 baddies in one area, and all of them can be killed without actually ever setting off the alerts. So when people first get the game, their first reaction is yeah. After they've done that, they then sit down and actually start to pick apart the game and realise that they don't necessarily... Yes, exactly. They're getting a bit frustrated, they keep getting killed, keep getting knocked down. So when you actually think about it and have a look around at what's going on, play the game a bit, you realise actually I can see where the little Metal Gear elements are creeping in as well. So it's not a complete departure. The fans will see enough nod of the heads and doff of the caps to Metal Gear to know that Kojima Productions have had a big say in what goes on. But don't get me wrong, this is still very much Platinum as well.
And so you've been really busy so far all weekend?
We have been really busy. I don't like to come to these shows and think, yeah, we're going to be amazingly busy, we'll have queues of hours long, but we were fairly confident this would be popular for us today. It's the first time Konami have had video games at MCM Expo. We have our Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card games, they're always here. It's the first time we've had games, and it's just been phenomenally successful, you know, from about... Well, the show opened at 9 o'clock this morning. The pods were full by 9:15, and we've had a queue of people ever since. You know, the queue's now an hour and a half long for people to wait in line to play. So in that sense, it's been phenomenally popular, and most of the reaction has been incredibly positive. So,
well, that was my next question. So you've just stolen that.
Sorry.
One.
Well, I'll answer that again. So, but I think because. So many people have not seen as much of this game. They've seen a couple of trailers. They see the concept.
Yeah.
They're skeptical. I think there are real die-hard Metal Gear fans who want this to be brilliant. So the only way they're going to do that is to come and see it. So the reaction we've had has been, as I say, people put the pad down. They're smiling. They're like, it's just a proper old-fashioned video game almost. You can throw away reality. Let's just enjoy yourself, play what is a proper video game, and the reaction from these guys has been amazing. You know, we're getting pre-orders going through the roof because people now, they've seen it, they played it, they want it. The interest is peaking, and to a point, the Eurogamer Expo also helped. Mr. Kojima was over for the Eurogamer Expo, and he was surprised by the reaction of the public. You know, he knew it was a good game. He didn't think the UK public would embrace it as much as they have. So these shows have proved the popularity not only of Platinum and Kojima Productions, but also Metal Gear as a franchise, that it can take a big step aside from its fan base and still be successful.
So have you seen any big difference between reactions at the MCM, where it's more a comic book and anime convention compared with Eurogamer and Play, where it's predominantly video game based?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the biggest difference is the people that are coming to Eurogamer are gamers, so they know the history and the background of the game. What we're finding here is a lot of people are coming up and they're calling it Metal Gear Solid. They're asking why this is so different for Kojima Productions, so they don't know that Platinum have had. So what we've got here is perhaps more of a casual gaming audience, perhaps, or certainly a less fanatical Metal Gear audience,
Right.
who are able to come along, and we can slightly educate them as to why this game's so different to the previous ones, but then also point out why it's still got Metal Gear in it. So don't worry, Mr. Kojima's had he's been involved in this a hell of a lot, more than people probably think. And as a result, what you're seeing is Metal Gear wrapped around the Platinum games. Sort of,
A good combination.
I think so, and again, a lot of people are saying that as well when they realise the two developers behind it. They're going, it makes perfect sense to me now, especially when they see it in action. And there are a couple of other similar games coming out next year that follow this. Devil May Cry is another one that's similar looking, but I think what helps Metal Gear Rising is that the Metal Gear name. It brings with it an enormous fan base and a passionate fan base, and they're embracing this new change of direction now.
Well, great. Thank you for chatting with us.
No problem.
And hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.